This tastes like hydration, like recovery. 5 cheap foods that can supercharge your training and running performance that might be even better than supplements. I know firsthand how hard it can be to achieve big fitness goals and to have big visions, and then being set by setbacks, you're tired, you're sore, sticking to your training is hard, and luckily there are whole foods you can eat that can boost your training performance. In this video I'll be sharing my personal favorite 5 foods you can eat for, during and after your training that will help you boost your performance, help you recover, combat inflammation. And best thing, well, first, they don't break your bank, they're really cheap, and secondly, they also taste amazing. So let's get right into the video. First up, let's talk about the most obvious one, pre-workout. Bananas. Sweet, simple, a good source of carbohydrates, which are your body's preferred source of energy. They also contain potassium, which helps your body regulate fluid balances as well as prevent muscle cramps. Additionally, bananas contain vitamin B6, which helps support healthy immune function. I personally love my bananas to be in either porridge or in a smoothie for pre-workouts. But one thing I always put in either porridge or smoothie if I plan to go on a run is beetroot powder. Why beetroot powder, you might ask? Well, beets and beetroot powder as well is a great source of dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide helps your body to widen and relax blood vessels, which in turn helps with oxygen delivery to the muscles. And if we're talking about exercise and more oxygen delivery to the muscles, it means we can put out more effort with less strain. And there have been some studies about this with athletes, and it showed that freedivers were able to hold their breath longer after consumption of beetroot juice. Runners were able to run faster without increasing their heart rate. And the same was true for cyclists. So if you're a runner and you're trying to tweak your personal best or to tweak your enjoyment in running, beetroot powder or beets in general might be exactly what you need, because in that case you don't even have to put in more training, you just have to eat more of these. Now let's talk about something that I hinted on in the introduction of the video, onset muscle soreness. If you have high achieving goals, if you're training for a marathon like I personally do at the moment, especially when you get into it, sore muscles are kind of part of the deal. You can't really escape sore muscles because you're increasing your exercise, you increase the strain on your muscles. Luckily, there are some foods that have shown to reduce onset muscle soreness as well as pain perception during races and during runs. And one of these foods is watermelon. I love watermelon. Who doesn't love watermelon? It's hydrating, it's sweet, it's the perfect pre and post workout food when it comes to running. Now you might be wondering, what can a watermelon do for you? Let me tell you. Apart from watermelon being rich in citrulline, which is an amino acid that your body converts into arginine, as well as potassium and magnesium, watermelon has shown in a study to reduce onset muscle soreness in athletes, meaning athletes that consumed watermelon juice that was blended up 2 hours before training compared to a placebo group perceived less muscle soreness after a day of a hard workout. And now you might be saying, but Stephanie, it's such a small study, how do you know it actually works? Well, when it comes to small studies that include whole foods that can potentially help, I personally, because there are no side effects, I'm just going for it. And if I know these things can help, I include them in my diet because I know in the best case they help, in the worst case I just had delicious watermelon. So you choose for yourself. But apart from watermelon, there have been other fruits, and this is the one I'm most excited about, studied, that have shown in multiple studies reduction of pain during and after exercise, especially in running, as well as strength recovery and inflammation markers. And the food I'm talking about are cherries. Cherries have been identified with numerous antioxidants as well as anti-inflammatory flavonoids, which have been shown in numerous studies to reduce circulating inflammation markers. And these are the reasons why I bought cherry juice, as well as stocked up my freezer with whole cherries to put in my smoothies and to put in my oatmeals and just to put in cakes and just everything I do. Because I've read multiple studies on how they can improve athletic performance. Let me show you a few of them. In this study, researchers made participants include cherry juice or a placebo in their daily diet for a few days and then made them exercise to see whether or not the cherry juice has an effect on recovery as well as total strength right after the workout as well as a few days after the workout. And the participants who drank cherry juice had only a 12% loss of strength at 24 hours, and the strength was actually 6% above baseline after 96 hours, in comparison with the placebo group, who had a 30% loss of strength after 24 hours and still a 12% loss after 96 hours. Which in that case, we could technically make the statement that a cherry juice reduce the amount of muscle damage after exercise. But the study that convinced me to stock up my freezer with cherries is the one they did on runners, where they had runners take cherry juice or the placebo daily before a race, and it showed that the perceived pain during the race as well as after the race was significantly lower compared to the placebo group. Which is a major factor for me, because one thing I know about running a marathon, and I've ran a few in the past, is that pain is very real and you have to push through it somehow. Obviously you don't have to go above and beyond your limit, that's why you need to train for it, but there is some sort of pain that comes with running a marathon, and if I know that cherries can reduce that pain, count me in, because cherries are delicious, and knowing that they can be effective in preventing my muscles from tearing that easily, sign me up. And I'm not saying here that you will never feel muscle soreness after you eat watermelon and cherries every day, no, but if there's a chance that it will reduce that and it will increase your joy of exercise, I invite you to try it out for yourself. Now we talk about a spice that I basically put in everything where I don't mind the taste, and that is turmeric as well as black pepper, because these two babies together have been shown to have incredible anti-inflammatory properties. And if you exercise, you have inflammation. It's just a cycle of life. It just happens. And the quicker after your workout you can reduce inflammation in your body, the quicker you will recover. And the quicker you recover, the faster you can go back to training. Plus, apart from all the exercise benefits, it also has some pain relief benefits. Not just when it comes to exercise, but also when it comes to headaches and period pain. And not just because you take it once, but because you make it part of your lifestyle and your diet. So whenever you don't mind to put some turmeric and black pepper in your food. Important thing to note here, not too much, because it will ruin the smoothie, so just a tiny little bit. Consider doing it. And if you're interested about the other benefits that these two babies have, check out this video where I'll go a little bit deeper into the science of turmeric and black pepper. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something new in this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I hope I see you in my next one. Take care. Bye! And happy training! This tastes like hydration, like recovery.